dried up bones are running wild on this old night. We're sitting by the traffic lights, don't know. I don't know if I should go. I was called this home. Same old rusty fence and cracks and dents. Puddles in the pavement, yet I don't know. I don't know which way to go. Endless nights in candlelight, open wounds that just don't feel quite right. All the wise and dried up cries, all will fade come daylight. Come daylight, will it be alright? Come daylight. Beneath the shadows of this quiet town, I see you there, your feathers on the ground. Your eyes are heavy with the weight of the world. What's in a life you never could unfurl? Even if you never flown before, you can take a chance and try once more. Don't let your worries weigh you down, down, down. You can still take flight, although you're earthbound. You were made to soar amongst the clouds, but never learn to rise above these crowds. Stuck in the dust of the life that you found, with nowhere to go, no higher ground. Even if you never flown before, you can take a chance and try once more. Don't let your worries weigh you down, down, down. You can still take flight, although you're earthbound.
Oh,
Yes,
I went the art museum.
really nice building.
Yeah.
And also Apua Veetus is really nice on the other side of the river, so
Okay.
see you soon.
See you.
drive the same roads every day. We both get there our own way. Thistle and an apple tree, how different two souls can be. But we both grow from the same sorrow. If we both know we'll be together tomorrow, I can be like a tree in the wind. Same old roots, but I can bend, turning to understand and sway together. Now it's almost like a dance, rendering of stubbornness, and it just cuts us deeper through the longer I'm away from you. Yeah, we fight good, we make love better if we both know we'll be together forever. I can be like the tree in the wind, same old roots, but I can bend, learning to understand and sway together. Nothing worth having comes easy, baby. Nothing worth having comes easy, baby. Nothing worth having comes easy, baby.